アンモツの子イザヤがユダとエルサレムについて示された言葉。The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. お前の家に次ぐことは起こる。主の家の山は、諸々の山の頭として固く立ち、諸々の峰よりも高くそびえ、すべて国は、これに流れていき、多くの民は来て言う。さあ、我々は主の山に登り、ヤコブの家へ行こう。彼はその道を我々に教えられる。我々はその道を歩もうと。立法はシオンからで、勝利はエルサレムから出るからである。And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills. All nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in the paths out of Zion. Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. 彼は諸々の国の間に裁きを行い、多くの民のために仲裁を立てられる。こうして彼らはその剣を打ちかけて、好きとし、その槍を打ちかけて、鎌とし、国は国に向かって剣を上げず、彼らはもはや戦いのことを学ばない。He shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and lift up their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. ヤコブの家よ、さあ我々は主の光に歩もう。O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. あなたはあなたの民ヤコブの家を捨てられた。これは彼らに東の国からの占い師をもって満たし、フェリシテ人のように占い師となり、過去人と同盟を結んだからである。Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they replenish from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers. 彼らの国には金銀が満ち、その財宝は限りない。また彼らの国には馬が満ち、その戦車も限りない。Their land is also as full of silver and gold, neither there any end of their treasures. Their land is also full of horses, neither is there any end of their chariots. また彼らの国には偶像が満ち、彼らはその手の技を拝み、その指で作ったものを拝む。Their land is also full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. こうして人は崇められ、人々は低くされる。どうか彼らを許しにならぬように。And a mean man boweth down, and the great man humbleth himself. Therefore forgive them not. あなたは岩の間に入り、地の中に隠れて、主の恐れるべき見舞いとその意向の輝きとを避けよう。Enter into the rock, and hide thee in the dust, for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty. その日には、目を上げて、高ぶる者は低くされ、おごる人は崇められ、主の御高く上げられる。The lofty looks of a man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. これは万軍の主の一日があって、すべて怒る者と高ぶる者、すべて己を高くする者と得意な者とに望むからである。For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. またレバノンの高くそびえるすべての香木、バーシャンのすべての樫の木、またすべての高い山々、すべてのそびえ立つ峰々、すべての高い櫓、すべての頑固な城壁、タルシのすべての船、すべての麗しい船舶に臨む。And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, upon every high tower, and upon every fence wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all the pleasant pictures. そういうのは高ぶ者は、かめられ、おごる人は、低くされ、主の身高く上げられる。And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. こうして偶像はことごとく滅び失せる。And the idols shall utterly abolish, utterly perish. 主が立って地を脅かされるとき、人々は岩の穴に入り、また地の穴に入って、主を恐れるべき見舞いと、その意向の輝きとを避ける。And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord, for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. その日、人々は拝むために、自ら作った白金の偶像と小金の偶像と、モグラ餅とコウモリに投げ与え、岩の洞穴、影の裂け目に入り、主は立って地を脅かされるとき、その恐れるべき見舞いと、その意向の輝きとを避ける。In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver, his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, the moles and to the bats, and go into the clefts and rocks, and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he arises to shake terribly the earth. あなた方は花から息の出入りする人に頼ることをやめよう。このようなものは何の価値があろうか。Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, or wherein he is to be accounted of.